great career as a teacher. However, this building in Tuscola came up for sale, and my sister, seemingly out of nowhere, said, I want to meet you at my mom's, at our mom's. Meet me at mom's, I want to talk to you. I knew this building was for sale, I sort of ignoring it. What happened is she met me at mom. She said, if you could do anything with your life that you wanted to do, what would it be? And I mean, at the time I was thinking, I'm stuck in this job, blah, blah, blah. And my mom leaned in and said, you want to go back in the candy business, don't you? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. This is Gus Flesser, my grandfather, my paternal grandfather. He opened this store in 1901. He came to this country in the late 1890s, working on the railroad, and found Tuscola that way. And so, he taught us what we know, and it all has come full circle. He was a wonderful man. He was a Mason, he owned a farm, and he was very religious. He also would talk about hard times in Greece, and that's why he came here, to get away from poverty. And so he was very proud to be able to become an established businessman in Tuscola, Illinois.
We make homemade drinks, so we can make like a Green River, a chocolate Coke, a cherry Coke, pretty much anything your heart desires that we have the flavor to. And we just mix the syrups, and then we add the carbonated water, and you're all set. People that have gotten them as children definitely like to come back and get them, and then they encourage their children to come and get them also. And add a little bit of vanilla ice cream in the bottom. So then you're supposed to mix it up really good with back fizz. 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream, depending on how big your scoops are. And then we'll just do some whipped cream and cherry. A nice big cherry. Alright, there you are. And now you have to eat it.
We sat down and said, okay, what's our vision for the store? And making money was not the first item on our list of objectives, okay? It should have been, but perhaps, but it wasn't. What we wanted to do was give this gift back to Tuscola, this icon, this memory. We wanted to give it back to people. Also, we wanted to show children a slice of history. It really is a living history, what we do.
All right, well here we have our candy counter. After the candy gets made and dipped in the back, we cup it in the little white cups there and place it on the trays to be sold to customers. We have our Paul's Pecan favorites, which probably are the most favorite candy of the customers. We just weigh it by the pound, and it's whatever they want. We can bag it, we can box it, we can do whatever they please. A lot of times after lunch here, they'll just come in and get, 2 turtles to go. Yeah. Or if it's a birthday, they'll have pick and choose for a box, and we can wrap it as well. Yeah. And here we weigh out whether or not they want just a couple of pieces per pound. And here I'm making a half-pound box of turtles that will be at the counter. And people, they like to mix the milk, dark, and white chocolate as well, so we might have to make some boxes on the fly. Even if they want a piece, we have to weigh it out. And then we would, if you wanted it for a piece, we could just put the amount comes out, and then we charge them the per piece price.
We're using fixtures that are 100 years old. I don't know if your camera can swing this way, but this is my grandfather's stove. Look at this thing. It's like, the witch's fire. And this kettle was my grandfather's. These are 100 years old, and I'm still using them. They're useful. Most people, they have antiques, and they don't use them. So our vision was to give this gift back to the town, but also to teach young people this tradition, this American tradition that is, homemade candy, homemade ice cream, all of that. We love it that everything's handmade. We love it that these recipes are so old and they're still really great, and people love the candy, and producing high quality candy is part of our mission. Providing jobs for townspeople. was part of our mission and still is. But another thing we want to do for outsiders is provide an experience. They don't just come here for lunch, they come here for the experience. And that includes like talking to them and joking with them and allowing them to come into the candy room to see what we do, you know. And we've had buses in here and they come see us, and I joke with them and whatever, entertain them. So all of that. And I love it that my kids get off the bus, you know, their school bus every afternoon here, and they toddle in, you know, and they know that this is home, just like it was my home when I was a little girl. So that's
great.
nice.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah.